feel like with the Busch Heavy, you get a lot more flavor with the Busch. Don't take that out of context. Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of JBBRish. My name is Blake, that is Adam, and we are here for a very informal version of JBBRish. Today we have probably the most basic request we have ever had on this show, and we are so excited because we know exactly what to expect from this. Adam, what are we doing today?
Today we are doing Busch Light.
I think this is hilarious. So we'll get into our beautiful can of Busch Light, also known as Busch Latte.
The
lattes. It's a bluish silver can. Are you just going to go and open it?
Yeah, we're just doing the crack. I don't think anybody needs to know what the can looks like.
Yeah.
Put it up to the mic.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my fat fingers underneath this thing. 3, 2, 1. Whoosh. That's not the sound it makes.
It's a great beer. Great crack.
Obviously, 12 fluid ounces, Busch Light, brewed in the USA. I've noticed this, though, in a lot of, like YouTube videos or channels that review, like, beers and stuff. Especially, like, the fancier, like, people who have, like, 1 million followers or whatever, or subscribers. And, like, they decide to do, like, a beer, like, a domestic beer tier of, like, what is the best. Busch Light, surprisingly, is always, like, near the bottom.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just, like, us or whatever, but most of the people I know and the most people I've seen around where we live drink Busch Light.
Yeah.
It's, like, what everyone usually drinks. And I've noticed, like, if I'm going to get a regular domestic beer, I'm going to get Busch Light, mainly because of the fact of, like, I've just gotten I've gotten so grown and attached to it.
Yeah.
That even when, like, if I wanted to change it up and get a Bud Light, I don't enjoy the Bud Light.
Unpopular opinion, I prefer Coors.
Coors? I do love Coors. Coors is one of my normal go-to, but I haven't had a Coors. Well, I had a Coors on Austin 316 Day. As a matter of fact, I had 2 of them. You should go check that out on our TikTok.
And he drank like a quarter of each of them.
Shh. They don't need to know that. Anyways, let's just get back into it.
We're
just got to pour this here.
Pour.
I mean, it's a classic Busch Light. It's domestic. You can find it anywhere.
Actually, our new opening sound to our videos is actually the sound of me cracking open a Busch Light and pouring it into a glass.
So I think this is actually like the first normal domestic beer that we've had other than Bud Ice. Yeah, which is a throwback to beer. which is our first ever episode. Go check that out if you haven't. And there's I think there was some kind of mention of some channel called Beer Boozled. Yeah, that's just not a thing anymore.
Yeah, you'll definitely realize if you think this is bad right now, you'll realize it was.
It was so much worse when we started. God, I just like looking back on that video and just being like, God, what were we thinking? All right, so obviously. It's a very light...
It is the color of a domestic.
Color domestic, you know. We know exactly what to expect with this. I'm sure most people know. So I don't think we really need to talk anymore about this. Yeah. This is probably going to be a pretty short episode.
Well, we'll keep this one pretty quick for you guys.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. I can honestly say, I feel like I've taken Busch Light for granted. I've never actually picked one up just to taste it.
To taste it. It's usually like, I need a beer. Chug, 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 chug. Set it down. I need a drink. Chug, chug, chug. Set it down.
Right.
You know, you never really go into like the depth of like the taste of the flavor.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I always get like a corn taste. I know it's weird.
With corn.
I know it's weird, but like there's like whenever I have a Busch Light, all I can think of is like somewhat corn-ish.
Yeah.
And like they even have like the corn lights, the Busch Light corn cans. If you're from the Midwest, you probably know. But Busch Light, honestly, like their appeal and their packaging for stuff that they make is actually pretty cool.
They know who they're targeting.
Yes.
They're targeting hunters,
they're targeting
farmers, so they put corn on the cans, they make them camo.
Yep. And then there's always the elusive bush apple. I don't think we've actually reviewed that on the show. I think we probably should.
Bush apple is a delicacy.
I can find it.
Just like Malort.
Well, yes. Two vastly different things with vastly different tastes, but both delicacies in their own right.
True delicacies.
Love you, Jepsons.
Chef's kiss.
All right, so Busch Light, it's a standard domestic.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else we can say about it. If you think of a beer that's served at any bar, that's not like a specialty type of beer, a regular domestic lager, that is Busch Light.
But it's so much different.
It is so much different.
It's an old reliable. It's just it's something that
it's something you can lean your head on.
You might not even really taste it.
Mm-hmm.
You appreciate what it is, though.
Yep. It's a comfort beer.
It is.
It really is. It's so easy to go to. Beer. It's like, I need a Busch Light.
It's a comfort beer.
Oh. I'm just gonna fill this up just a little bit. I mean, yeah. Beautiful. I burped.
I heard it.
I know. So unprofessional.
Too. All right. Well,
we chugging this one?
We're chugging this one.
Oh, of course.
You can't not.
Prost.
That one's really cold. These are fresh out of the fridge.
Yeah.
And in chilled glasses.
Yeah. Why does cold feel like hot and burning on my tongue?
Freezer burn.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Busch Light always gets like a bad rap anywhere else other than where we live. I feel like it's a very common, very popular beer to drink for everyone around here, but anytime you go anywhere else...
Oh, like when we went to St. Louis, I feel like everybody wanted like a Busch Light, and they like were
well, yeah, when we
weird about it
for your bachelor party.
Half the places didn't even have it.
Yeah, that's weird because aren't they? They're made by Anheuser, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Why wouldn't you?
But I mean, you're right next to Anheuser. You're going with a staple.
Yeah, you go Bud Light or Budweiser. Yeah, you know. But I would pick this over a Michelob any day. And and a lot of people who review like alcoholic beverages or like local or domestic beers that are mass produced, a lot of people like to lean towards like Michelob Ultra as like the best domestic beer. And I'm like,
no way, man. Bud Light
it's no.
Truly terrible.
That was
truly
bad.
Terrible.
I can't tell you how many signs and posters I've seen of that beer, and I've warned people, don't buy that. Do not buy that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Pine. Tastes like pine.
Hint of pine. They waved a pine needle over it.
Hint-o-pine.
Hint-o-pine. Oh.
Wow. Well, where are you at rating-wise?
Rating-wise, if we're going to go on a scale of 5 for, like, a specific scale just for, like, regular domestics, this is my 5.
This is your 5.
This is my 5 when it comes to regular domestics.
5.
This is an easy go-to beer. And here's the thing, I don't drink too much domestic beers anymore. If I ever have a domestic beer, it's going to be Busch Light. That's what I go to. I feel like there's more. I feel like you get more flavor with Busch Light than you would with a Bud Light. And ever since like I've started drinking more Busch Light, Bud Light has tasted so bizarre to me.
See, I still prefer Bud Light over Busch Light, but Busch Light's just cheaper. That's really true. What it comes down to is I can get a 30 rack for cheaper than I can get a 24 pack of Bud Light.
It's a step above Pabst Blue Ribbon, but it's just slightly below Bud Light. Ever so slightly. But I enjoy it.
Interesting threshold.
I enjoy this Busch Light so much. I enjoy Busch Light a lot. I like Busch Heavy. Oh, what's your rating, sir?
I think I'm at about a 4.
Yeah.
3.75 to a 4. I think it's a solid option. I drink it a lot.
It's a go-to.
I mean, I do. It's usually what I have stocked in my house, but that's mostly just because everybody else I know likes it, so it's cheap to have on hand. So.
Yeah, I mean, you can get 230 racks for what, like just under $40.
I mean, I buy them at Costco where it's like $15 a case.
Oh dang!
So that's That's usually why I buy it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if this is a regional thing or not. Like, if it's just Illinois or if it's other places that really do enjoy it. I'm sure other places do, but
yeah.
Yeah. I think that is all we really have to say about it. As we said, I'm Blake. That's Adam.
I'm Adam.
And with that,
Yep, with that.
give me a beer.
Okay.